Tuesday. From Seattle, Washington, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. Mariota and the Seattle Seahawks taking on Trey Lance and the San Francisco 49ers.
With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. It's been a lost first month of the season, that's for sure, as they come in with an 0-4 record.
And the window's not shut on them, though. They still have a chance to make something out of this season, but it has to start right now.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll have a former Heisman Trophy winner calling the shots, hailing from the island of Oahu in Hawaii, Marcus Mariota.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing, Mariota. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
A big play that time on the catch and run.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That is Nick Bosa from out on the in for the sack. After the sack on first down, Mariota. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. The numbers last week for Mitchell. 15 carries, 108 yards.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff, because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. To throw, it's Lance. And Kittle catching the slant. And he is going to have a Niners first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. On first down, Mitchell. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Now a give, right side, Mitchell. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Remember, these two teams met earlier in the year in Santa Clara with the Niners coming out on top. So a win here in Seattle, tough as that may be, would give them the season sweep. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. From the 31, Lance. Buying time to his left. And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. A first carry here for Kene Nwangu. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk, his first touchdown on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. After 7-0 on EA Sports. A first down throw for Mariota. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. To throw again on 2nd down. Mariota. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 37. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Mariota's throw into the hands of Fant. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there. A strong drive as a response.
Mariota's throw caught here by Metcalf. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And hang on, we got an injury. And that's DK Metcalf. The wide receiver yet to get back to his feet. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Braxton Berrios. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
These 2 teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. On 2nd and 9, Mariota. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
3rd and short yardage, Mariota. And he's got it. Touchdown, Seahawks. Tyler Lockett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Lance. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 52 yards rushing for him now to this point. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Lance going to try and throw on third down here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Seahawks have recovered.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Looking to throw again on second down. Mariota. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the way. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Trey Lance of the 49ers set to go back on offense here. He has not had the game that he envisioned. His team has not had the game that they've envisioned here. So how do they turn this around now?
But right now, what he's looking forward to doing is finding a way to get the added weight on his back. Is it like that monkey that Steve Young was talking about? Remember that in the Super Bowl?
Oh, the 95 Super Bowl.
Right, when they beat the Chargers, and, you know, he had that weight of expectations and past greats on his back. In this case, it's just bad play. Can he shake it off and then be able to play loose and free and help his team out?
See if he can do just that. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Play action. Now it's Lance. Steps away. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Sliding out of the pocket. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And Lance now to throw. Steps away to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Forced out to his left. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. 5 plays there on that drive. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And now not wanting to risk anything here late in the half. He'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The tackle there by George Odom. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll start up in the Steel City, Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. And it's the Cardinals who are out in front as that game draws closer to halftime. Kareem Hunt, the lone touchdown there as he's cashed one in on the ground. From there, we head down to the Sunshine State to check on the Jaguars at home in Jacksonville. And they trail the visiting Denver Broncos in that one. Russell Wilson has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore and check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And it was the visiting LA Rams who get the victory in that one. Matthew Stafford.
You sure you're ready for the third quarter? Need to use a bathroom or anything? All right, cool. Let's go. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 2nd down and 7. The Lance going to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 69 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Flush to his right. They're looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here at their own 23. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because...
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1-play drive and into the end zone for 6. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. Pressure comes, he's taken down by the Seahawk defense. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. Escaping the pressure right. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Lance looking to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. In lieu of the sneak on 4th and inches, they just say, give it to the big man in the backfield.
Yeah, fullback no less. Not many of those left in the NFL, but for those that have one, perfect time to use them. Perfect time to get it done.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Seahawks will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
From just shy of midfield, Mariota. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll run on 1st down. Carson. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Mariota. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. To throw Mariota. Flushed out right. And he nearly got the 1st himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Locke. Short throw to Disley. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. Now a give right side. It's Carson. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Locke going to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Noah Fant, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they goes. Brandon Ayuk. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Niners are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. We see Drew Lock in the offense coming back on.
They haven't had to rely so much on the passing game. It's really been a team effort in the running game. There he goes, right side. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Braxton Berrios. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year.
And the Seahawks get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. On first down, Lance.
Dancing to his left. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. And that'll set them back 5.
On play action, Lance
rolling to his right. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throw left side complete. That's Black.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Another try after the first down sack.
Lance.
And he gets it down to the 32. The Niners on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Open man is Ayuk, complete. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And it's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers.
Isaiah Coulter,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Niners have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point safely through. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out.
So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here. Now Locke going to run a little touch pass here to his wideout.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Shotgun snap to Locke. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On 3rd down, Carson. Room here to run. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 67 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Short throw to Disley. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Carson will take the handoff out of the option play.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. He's got his tight end fan. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They run it with Carson. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. And they will take a knee here. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are into the win column for the first time this year. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here when they're taking a knee is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win, needed one desperately.
To win, it's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Seahawks, it took a while, but they finally get that first win after 4 straight losses. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they drop below.